Today I am meeting Audi's Nuvolari. Yes, it's a German car, but the name is Italian. So let's see if it's any good. Spoiler alert, it's pretty sick. Let's start by taking a look at this. Check this out. So this is a 64 segment vertical frame, and not only does it look cool, it actually helps with the aerodynamics, because what you can't see is in here, it has a hidden S duct. Shape comes up this way, stops air building up at the front of the car, goes over the top, which helps with things like downforce, stability, and speed. So Audi has 4 elements, 4 rings, and they haven't forgotten this when it comes to the lights. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've also got some air ducts here, which help with cooling the brakes, and a fully exposed carbon front splitter. The hood and the body panels are fully carbon fibre, but they don't look like it because they are painted this gorgeous matte titanium colour, which is the same colour as the Audi Formula 1 car, in case you didn't know that. And then we've got these lovely straight lines, which break up this sort of monolithic appearance to the car in general and give it a geometric appearance as well. All very intentional. Let's take a look at the wheels. So they are centre-lock wheels made of aluminium, and they've got this two-tone feature, which I think is really chic and cool. So here we've got these black side blades. Now, not only do they look cool, breaking up that monolithic volume optically, they also serve a function. They've got blade ducts, airflow, triangle ducts, airflow again, all helps contribute to aerodynamics, but they also, if I'm not mistaken, have an integrated door handle, which opens the door, you would hope, and it did. Now we're at the back of the car. The first thing you're going to notice is there's no rear window. Audi basically said, if you need to look behind you, you've got confidence issues. So instead, they replaced it with these aluminium feeders, which help give air to the engine. Now the engine, assuming as we're on the topic, is a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine. And if that wasn't enough power, they've also got 3 electric motors, which produces 1,001 horsepower and 0 to 100 in 2.6 seconds. That's bloody fast. We've also got 2 exhaust pipes, and rumour has it they're pretty loud. I mean, this whole thing can produce 10,000 RPM, so I hope you bought your earplugs. As we're here, cue the spoiler. Now this has an active spoiler. It has 3 different positions, and depending on what kind of driving experience you're looking for, the position will determine how much downforce you can produce. And in one of the settings, you can produce just over 400 kg of downforce, which is great for keeping the car stuck to the floor. Also, it's important to note that this has only 499 units available worldwide. So if you were thinking of getting your hands on these, I hope you have a spare sort of 7 figures laying around in your bank account, because the rest of us are just admiring. Let's have a look at the interior, guys. So first thing that's going to pop out, it's two-tone. You've got the black Alcantara here, and then from the side and the seats, you've got this gorgeous colour. It is called Shadow June. But if you go through the Audi exclusive process, you can customise and have whatever colour you want inside. So if you wanted pink, well, you can have it. By the way, guys, this says 000 of 499. How cool is that? Should we check out the steering wheel? So just sitting here, I can feel that everything important is within the driver's eye line. Now let's check out this steering wheel. It's very, very slick, but it has some fantastic functions. So first of all, these paddle shifters. There's apparently 8 gears to this thing. So this button right here can raise or lower the front axis, depending on where you're driving. Maybe you're somewhere really bumpy and you need it raised a little bit. So you've got electric mode here. Turn that dial. Turns to balance, which is more for everyday driving. Once again, electric. And then we've got dynamic. This is what really puts the engine into play, and obviously much more dramatic style of driving. And then we've got this red button here, Formula 1 inspired. It's got a little flag on it. If we press it, well, it's not going to work because the engine's not properly on yet, but it basically puts it into track mode. So this is a DRS button, which stands for drag reduction system. So when you press this, remember that rear spoiler that we saw before? It basically flattens it, so it reduces the downforce, and if you're on a straight track, you can go faster. It's pretty cool. So that's the interior, but let's move on to what you're really here for. Let's rev it. We press the start. Now let's get out the car and go and see what the engine sounds like. Let's go. Are you guys ready for this? All right, cue the rev.